Hi, hey, and all those other great news of adventures. I'm Jake Spins, welcoming you guys back to my gaming unboxing channel, where today it's pretty early. Just like a week ago with the Pokemon Direct, it's almost 9 o'clock. So, here we are. We're streaming for a Smash Direct, and I definitely feel better than the people who woke up for 6 a.m. to do this. But the reason I'm tired is because, hey, QBA. But I ended up streaming Mario Kart Tour, as you guys know. And then afterwards, I was like, I really just want to play Smash Brothers. Like, I don't know what we're gonna get, but I just want to play Smash. So I did. I recorded 2 classic modes, and pretty good ones. And then I went to bed, and I set my alarm for 8, and I woke up at 7. And I was like, I am so freaking tired. Went to bed at 8, or woke up again at 8 because I had my alarm. And I turned my alarm off, and I was like, I don't have to wake up. And I'm like, but the Smash announcement. And I'm like, yeah, it's just fine. I don't know, I don't need to worry about it. And it was like, I was like, no, seriously, you gotta wake up. So I made sure I woke myself up. I've just been putzing around the house this morning. Like, I literally just ate breakfast sitting here. Now, I don't know why, I'm just extremely tired. I really don't have any predictions, to be honest, just because I don't want to hype myself up. We don't know what this is going to be. We know it's probably going to be a big reveal, but a lot of people have been saying maybe it's a Nintendo character to, like, throw us off a little bit. It could be a third party, we just don't know. QBA says, I think that Cuphead is going to get added, and if he doesn't, then maybe he will be a Mii costume. See, I could see Cuphead as a Mii costume. For Cuphead, though, I think that he would probably be in Fighter Pass 2 if he was DLC. Just specifically because they already do have a Microsoft rep being Banjo. Like, I know he's technically Rare, but Microsoft owns him. It's the same thing with Joker. As much as I really want another Sonic rep, and it's unfortunate that I'm having to say this, which, the thing is, for Smash, you never know. There's no real rules. We're just putting rules on it. So Cuphead could be in. You never know. It's Sakurai. But I keep telling myself, Joker's in. He's technically Sega, because he's owned by Atlas, and Sega bought Atlas. And then, you've got... Oh, we're going in. This is probably not going to be a Sonic character, is basically what I'm saying. But that's not really a big one, even though I love it.
We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter.
Alright, wait for me to put my glasses back on.
Hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide.
Wow.
The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy. Which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast.
That's insane.
So it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time.
Hey, you know what? I don't blame you.
Many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, wow, really?
Alright, so that's going to be an interesting fighter.
Let's all share in the fun of getting our hands on the latest information.
I don't know.
However,
it could be anyone.
Even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings. We prepared a fighter reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly. Now, let's
Okay, so it's somebody very iconic. I just don't want to get my expectations up. And there's a second Fighter Pass, guys, so... as long as the moveset's good. Wait, it's a Fire Emblem character? Wait, it's freaking Byleth? You're kidding.
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies.
Well, I haven't played all of 3 Houses yet, but... Yo, dude. I mean, we were kind of expecting this, but...
Right into an enemy's trap.
It's not Byleth, it's Sothis.
I am trapped within this void.
Hey, Shattuck.
In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die?
This is secretly
I thought as
a
much.
Fire Emblem
I
direct.
also do not wish to die. And yet, there is no other choice. You must join Smash.
You're gonna die, what do you do?
Join
Just
Smash
run away and join
Brothers.
Smash Brothers.
What in the world are you waiting for?
It's okay, you're about to die, but just... I guess call upon your fighters or something? Alright.
Joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
There's gonna be so many people that are so upset. So many people are gonna be so mad right now. Everybody was like, oh, it's Dante. I mean, we were hoping for, like, you know, Claude or somebody like that. It makes sense, but they probably should have gone a little less vanilla. But this is what Nintendo wanted.
You return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well. What will you do?
Self-aware. Yo, female Byleth too!
So that is how you plan to win the day?
Become a female!
Period. I reward your cleverness this time.
Literally every time I choose a game. Listen, Byleth, I don't blame you. Wait, what?
How is this?
Excuse me, what? Wait, are they two separate? I'm slightly confused at how this is gonna work.
Have anyone
Oh my god!
handled the hero's relics?
Okay,
Strike with superior
okay, I'll take it. You know what? I think they were like, we gotta make this character different by adding the classes. This is what people wanted. And this is perfect for Three Houses.
Unleash the blinding speed of Fail Not.
Watch, everybody's whoa! Okay, that's a lot stronger.
The creator. Each weapon matches a direction. Your will and mine be now as one.
I have so many questions, though. Are they two separate characters?
Sides of time
Are they joint characters? Like,
through Smash. Show the
no, those others have to be like Smash Tax and specials, right?
Yes, there you have it.
Alright,
Fire
they look
Emblem
really
Three
good,
Houses
though.
is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
But see, Three Houses is a good game,
Planned
though.
for January 28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super
Alright,
Smash
I kind of
Bros.
wanted the...
Pass, and it will also
That's
be
fine,
available
though.
to purchase individually.
I'll have to see when the 28th is.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry.
I mean, I am a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, it's cool. And it's this is more expected for Nintendo.
The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful. The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role.
I can't wait to see
You might be
reactions to
wondering
this,
what
though.
makes it particularly tactical.
There's gonna be so many
Well,
people
it's
that are so
that it's
ticked
similar to
off.
combat.
But guys, there's a second fighter pass.
In a board
Shantae
game,
is still
or in other
possible.
words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle.
Well, there's at least more characters.
When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games. Plus, something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters could permanently die.
It's okay, Rex. I totally get it.
We should just say they're sleeping with the fishes.
It's
But really, if a
it was
character fell in
Nintendo who
battle,
chose them, so it makes sense.
they'd be gone and you couldn't
But it's
even
kind of a weird choice for the last fighter. And you'd think Nintendo would
Recent
know
entries
by
in the
now.
series maintain this concept of permadeath,
Like even
something we were
Sakurai
classically known
put in the
for.
trailer,
But a
aren't
lot
there
of
too many
games now are
swordsmen?
about strategic withdrawals, so to speak.
But yo, you know, I think I'm just more
In
happy
the old
that there's
days,
female
units would
Byleth.
really be gone, never to be mentioned
I think that's
again.
probably why I was disappointed, because I was like, oh, just Byleth.
The game's
And then they
story
showed
is told
female
like chronicles of
Byleth,
war,
and I was like,
featuring
yo, female Byleth!
an engrossing scenario.
Now you're talking. But that's the one that I played.
Several
I don't like the
characters
outfit that
also
much,
from the Smash
but
Brothers series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack. It's
you
their
know I'm
main
probably
special.
gonna try to main Byleth anyway.
There's actually a reason for this.
Even though
When
I
was
main
considering how to
Corn.
incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn.
It's a little
And now,
less
Fire
interesting
Emblem
too when you
Three
know
Houses is the 17th game in
how the
series.
game works. Oh, it's the 17th.
People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
暗黒竜と光の剣、外伝、猛将の謎、聖戦の系譜、トラキア776、封印の剣、烈火の剣、聖魔の宝石、草原の奇跡、暁の女神、神願
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't really realize unless it was, you know.
There you go, 17.
So many people were trying
So you
to.
saw how I was counting in a weird way,
Yeah.
right? I was counting in binary.
つまり
This is 0. Fold this here.
How is this
1,
man?
And then you get 2.
How does this man
1,
exist?
3,
Like-
so this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it? You can actually count up to 31 on one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023.
畳の数を数えるのに、ね、数を
If you've given up counting the knots in the tatami mat, you could always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In
In
Japanese, the male
he
version
flipped
is
everybody
Link,
off
it's
in
called
binary.
the female version is called Byleth, but in English they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes
That's gonna be a
who ends
huge
up
thing,
leading
though.
3 academic houses.
Maybe he
Chosen
used it as an
houses
excuse
guide them
though.
through their school life, and, well,
I think
you
this is
end up fighting
Nintendo
for
just
house.
telling me I need to play more Three
After a
Houses.
certain incident,
So at
5
some
years
point we'll
later,
probably be
you meet up
streaming.
with your
I mean, I
group of
want to
students
play
to
Three
battle
Houses
against the
again,
other houses in their regions.
but
It's a very sad game in which your former allies
he'd be the
become
most
enemies,
insane, like,
hostile,
math
and try to
teacher.
kill you. To understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release.
yeah, that makes sense.
I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example.
Dude, that had be so cool playing an early version
Because
of
I
that.
couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter. I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
It's true.
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of
Dude,
the
Three
characters
Houses
you
is
meet
actually
are
really
different.
good. You should actually play it.
I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand.
That's fair.
Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release. Right now, it's actually November. Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go.
I mean, before we start freaking out, though, about this, there's still more to come.
So this is our
And
new fighter, Byleth.
they're gonna show off Byleth. So let's see how the moveset is.
They're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them.
Alright.
Throws
I'm
are not their
I'm
strong
very
point.
bad with low
Their
mobility,
grab lacks
though.
range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon.
I mean, isn't that a thing for
The
Smash,
hero's relic
though?
they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem 3 houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks.
This is going to be a
down tilt
really
attacks, where it takes the form of a whip.
interesting character to use.
They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air.
I'm still not exactly
For their
sure what he
upper
means
attack,
by having the control
they'll
stick
wave
up,
the whip
though,
sword
because, like, you have to hit it up
Hit
and
detection for
then,
this attack lasts for a relatively
like,
long time.
to do a downward
The up
type of
special move
attack,
is
you
really
know.
something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this.
Oh my god, that's gonna be
It was
so
pretty
hype.
terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack.
Yo, that's the
And
stage,
in addition,
guys! Oh my god, you can
Also,
frickin' spike
this.
with it. And
That said,
live.
You'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage.
Oh, that's gonna be so...
Exceed that percentage.
Okay, good, because I was gonna say, that's gonna be
You
so
may find it
busted.
helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now, for the sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can
See,
see,
I figured it would be like switch by using like down B or something.
Marth's
But that
air
would be a
attack
good
gives
like
opponents
4
a
different
check
move
too.
sets.
If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range.
Yeah, because remember,
It'll
these were
connect
Nintendo's
here.
choices, not Sakurai's.
Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger. And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them.
I'm surprised they didn't do Rex and Pyra, though. I think that's
By the
who
way,
they should have
the tip
gone
of the
for.
lance is more powerful. The shaft part is weaker, so it's not suited to close combat.
Because that's who Sakurai really
It won't
wanted
deal much
to.
damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward. Or downward in this case.
Oh my god.
Next, the side special move. Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
Okay, he scooches forward. I'm like, how? How and why?
Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little, like this.
They made all these characters so complicated, and then they're
But as
like,
you'd expect,
oh, but it's not that complicated. You haven't seen Byleth. Like, oh my gosh,
use it in midair
Sakurai.
and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well, although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe called a
Hi-ho.
It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong. You can try for
Oh,
a meteor
gosh.
with this attack.
He's got 2 spike
Next
attacks.
is the down smash attack. A heavy swing that
Oh,
passes
shoot.
back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect, which allows you to withstand an attack.
I never would have thought Byleth would have a super
Just so
armor
you know,
attack.
If you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time, it plays out like this. It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage,
Wow.
unless you get grabbed.
Alright.
Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms.
Why?
While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms
why?
to reach a lower area. It won't let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack.
Oh my
Also, you can
gosh,
turn around.
Sakurai.
The
What
swing
the
takes a
heck?
lot. So if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction.
Wow.
Even
The
though it can be
mind
hard to
games you
land a
could
hit,
play.
it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents.
What the heck?
Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little.
What is this move?
It's as if the quaking effect.
This is gonna get nerfed so quickly.
By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of power. It hits with that much power in a single attack.
Oh
You
gosh.
can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit.
You gotta appreciate the counters.
Next, we have the
To
neutral
beat Fire Emblem, you must
The bow
use
you use
Fire
is
Emblem.
called Phaelon, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves.
I mean, it looks like a travel stage, but a lot of this stage just seems very flat.
It lets you spin the weapon around.
Like that one Fire Emblem stage is like very
It's
different
also easy to create
because
certain
it doesn't seem that flat.
and with the neutral special,
Like there's so many different things.
it's pretty straightforward.
You guys know what I'm talking about, that ruin
But there are a
stage.
few noteworthy aspects
But then
to
this,
both.
like, it looks like a lot of travel stage.
First,
It's from the
the
game,
biggest difference
but
between
there's not a
this
lot
mode
of,
and
like,
Link's is that once
geometry
you
in
enter
there.
You can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful.
And that's like a really
That said,
powerful version
you
of
can still
Link's.
cancel out of the stance using the shield button. You can also change direction while in the stance. It works up until this point, but if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light. You can perform this move by keeping the button held down.
What is this
You charge
character?
up power like so. Charge a bit more, and then fire.
I was so scared he was gonna say I was
But
like an
again,
instant
you'll
killer.
need
It
to
was gonna
take
be
care
like
when using
50.
this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button.
Okay, that's
In
good
other
to
words,
know.
You're committed to firing it.
It-
So you see, a situation
It's like a.
this,
It charges
you can
faster than Robin's.
Once you've entered the stand, you won't be able to do anything.
See, why would
It's
you?
quite the risky
Why
attack
would you
to
do
use
that
against
against
fighters who
somebody
have
with a
good
reflect,
reflect
though?
But you could
Like, you'd
always
have
aim
to
into the
forget.
fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon.
I mean, at least they
While this final smash
thought
is
about.
progenitor
I mean,
god
it's
growth,
Nintendo.
in
It's
the
Sakurai.
original
They
game,
thought
there's a
about
move called
this.
Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together.
They added platforms to the bird. Alrighty.
Now, let's talk about the color variations.
Okay.
It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female.
I appreciate it.
However, the third...
Yo! Yo! That's hype! That is so hype! Oh my god, that's so cool!
Will of course understand what I'm referring to.
Oh, I'm totally playing the Edelgard Byleth.
The sixth color is based on the
That's cool
we
though.
just saw earlier.
That's cool.
And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story.
Yeah,
Will we see this variation in the final Smash?
I get that. I just... Why make it that complicated, though? I appreciate it, but why make it that complicated, man? YouTube, no! YouTube, no! What are you good for, Wii U? What are you good for? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Dude! I'm so livid. I'm so freaking livid. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? If you're wondering, I'd watch this on the Switch. I'd watch this on the Switch. But the problem is, you can't access and stream and record using the Switch. I'm so mad. Why? God, can't even last 30 freaking minutes? Are you kidding me? I hate this system right now. God. Why? Are you freaking serious? Are you... Listen, dude. Listen. The only reason I'm using the Wii U right now is because the Switch does not allow you to record or stream for YouTube. Like, it blocks you out from doing that. And then because the phone doesn't have the internet, you know, I've used the Wii U because for the most part, like, it works. I have no problems. Except for the fact that it'll randomly just crash YouTube for no reason. Like, whatsoever. Oh my god. I've said to people, the Wii U's not that bad. The only thing that's, like, honestly god-awful about this system is the way it handles YouTube. Like, there's no reason for that, you know? And I even have the internet LAN adapter plugged in. I didn't even realize that. We'll rewind it. You know, this happened before on another Smash Reaction. You guys remember the first ever time Smash Brothers was announced? This exact thing happened on that Direct right as that announcement was happening. So I did not get the same availability that everybody got with their reactions. I did not get that. God dang it, Wii U. God dang it. I'm livid. Guys, I am very sorry about that. I am very sorry about that.
Breeze, creating this long area.
We'll
It's
go
very
back.
wide indeed.
Once it's done, we'll go back and we'll see what we missed.
It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage.
That's so frustrating.
The guests are from the Golden Deer.
I think they were just
Claude,
talking about the
Hilda,
stage,
and
though.
Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance.
Okay, they have all those models, man.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the fourth title in the Fire Emblem series.
Thanks,
Guess
guys.
If you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough.
I do like Claude. Claude's pretty cool.
As for the bridges design,
But I'm
it's just
playing
a long pathway
I'm
to
playing
play
Blue
inside.
Lions.
You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen. You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the golden deer perfectly.
A travel stage really doesn't mean that
The
much,
last area
though,
is the cathedral.
when a lot of
Only
the
with some
stages,
platforms you can
like,
pass by.
transitions are
The guests
just
appearing in the cathedral are set up,
flat.
plain,
Like,
and
it's cool to see,
There's
but
Sarah, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister
Eh.
Flame. She seems to be under the protection
Oh, she's
of
so
Queen Rhea,
tiny.
who you can see fighting
I never
through
realized
the
that.
Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identity.
like, it's not that it's a bad idea, and I understand where they're coming
I feel
from.
that Flame might be saying shush at this
But-
point, so I'll leave it at that.
They
This is a
should.
simple
They really
game.
should have taken
All
some
it has are these
liberties.
Being the last
We
area,
haven't
it
seen
may
all
be
of
a
it,
place
but
where
all the
some intense
transitions I've
battles
seen,
take
it just
place.
looks like a flat stage.
It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
Like, there's not much of a reason to play the stage other than just for looks.
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players.
Oh my god, people are gonna be so livid. If they weren't livid by this point.
Joker! And Hero!
People are gonna be so
Gee,
livid
we
right
really
now.
made a lot, huh? Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on. It's not gonna
Sakurai is such a mad lad. Oh, and do the chandeliers up there work like the things in the Pokemon Center?
I better keep my distance.
I could totally see that.
I'll use this chance to attack. Got it.
Oh my gosh.
That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here.
So many things that can just kill so early.
Lots of explosives. Ouch.
Byleth has so much kill potential, it kind of makes me a little nervous.
Perfect shield of that, huh? Good one. If I do this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There, the soccer ball connected.
I mean, he's only on 40.
Good, there's Mom. You're in a good spot, Mom. I shouldn't have taken that.
There's Mom,
Gardevoir.
guys.
Well, I guess no one uses projectiles.
I love it, Sakurai.
At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not.
Ooh, the song's pretty hype,
I
though.
feel like the enemy might get this smash. See? They got it. But I mustn't give up.
I could go with this song.
I can't waste the chance.
Only Sakurai, man. Only Sakurai.
The smash ball. Yes, got it. Now, what are you charging up for? There's still more. Whack.
Alright, so it looks like the stable
Go
breaks.
on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
Oh yeah, now that I think about it.
I was trying
Byleth
to fight
probably...
using
Yeah,
Byleth's
Byleth doesn't have a counter, does she?
That I won. Good game.
Is that actually a Fire Emblem character without a counter?
It can be fun to
I know
feel like
Robin
this,
doesn't,
especially in a
but-
tag team. So I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
That's Sakurai tier, man. Alright, let's see those songs.
Now, about the additional music.
Isn't there like a butt
Since
ton
it's
of
from the
Fire Emblem songs, though?
series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our
Okay.
selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration.
Yeah,
11
I
songs are
figured.
being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English.
Yes.
I hope you'll enjoy these as well.
Always
We're
welcome.
also adding in a new spirit board.
I need
It
to play
includes
so
the
many
house
of the
leaders
spirit
among some
boards,
of the
man.
other popular characters.
I've only played one DLC spirit board.
Sothis is Legend class.
Alright, at least there's less than personas.
A heroic legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history. The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look
What?
forward to that. Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Rex is so salty right now. The salt is real, man. See, that's why I didn't hype myself up. I'm like, I don't know who it's gonna be, but I know if I hype myself up, I'm just gonna... What? Is that Assassin? Okay, I thought that was Assassin's Creed. It looks like it. I mean, I don't play that. I'm almost sad that there's not like a Rabid Mario costume. Like Rabid Mario, Rabid Peach. Oh my gosh. Alright, more Mega Man. Alright, that's fine. Did they have other? Yeah, they did like Proto Man and stuff. Alright. I mean, I'm probably eventually gonna get these. Wait! Yo! Wait! Wait! Hold up! Hold up! Yo! What? How did you call this? Bro, how did you call this? Holy crap! Oh, but he's a gunner! Oh! Yeah, that makes sense. Both Sans and Cuphead are gunner characters! Oh shoot, they're changing up the gunner meta! Dude, what the actual heck? Cuphead's in with a song, man! What? Oh my god! Alright, Sakurai, I see you.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume.
Dude. You are a mad lad.
Purchase the Cuphead costume. An additional song will be added.
You know, I think he knew.
It's
He
called
was like,
Flow
people
of
are not going to
Fury,
be happy
and
about
it's the
this.
theme that plays when fighting Cagney
We've
Cardinals.
got to add something for the Mii costumes.
I hope you enjoy these as well.
To think people are going to be way overhyped for the Mii costumes
After
more than the
purchasing a
actual
costume, I
character.
recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii
Share.
fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it.
Even if you don't buy it?
And now, onto the amiibo.
Boom. Oh
The
shoot,
color
that comes out
palette for Dark
tomorrow.
Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Dude, I'm getting that
Dark
Cuphead
Samus and
pack.
Richter are planned for release on Friday, January
Richter's
17th.
looks good. I really don't know how I feel about Dark Samus though.
はい、そして今
I
回
didn't see what that
And
said.
now, with the addition of Violet, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker,
Alright.
Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard,
I just,
and Violet.
I can't believe it wasn't another third party. Or Rex or
70
Pyra.
fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Makes sense.
There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we
He's
add
like,
a new
listen
fighter, we
people,
don't
look
see
at
them
all we
or
added.
their movements
How could
or
you be
their-
disappointed?
Instead, we try to offer you a whole new
It was
style of
worth
play.
25. It was probably worth way more than 25.
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Sakurai? 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 I called it! What? Wait, 6 are in the...
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time.
Oh, shoot! Oh,
This
he
week,
did it!
We will be releasing the Super Smash
He
Bros.
did it!
Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out.
I'm gonna buy it
Now
on
that
the
it's
20th.
official, we intend to move ahead with development.
He did it,
Like
guys.
last time, the contents will remain
6.
unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass
We
Volume
know
2 when the details have yet to be revealed.
It could be anything. Except for
Like
Cuphead or
last time, I'd
Sans.
be very grateful if, despite
But
that,
yo, that's
you would
hype.
understand why and purchased it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided.
Dude, I'm gonna
Even
buy
if I
it.
received many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter.
Please add
it would
this
be very hard to
character.
consider them. But I still hope you'll look forward
Keep
to
that in mind, guys. He knows every
Also
character.
including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume. But
Okay.
this time, here's what we have.
I swear, if he's like a pirate costume. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Wait,
It's a
what?
Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter. The ancient soldier gear
What
from
the
Legend of
heck?
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Dude, that's so cool.
This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Dude, that's really cool. Lastly.
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
Okay.
Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world. Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while,
I mean,
but now
it's
Super Smash Bros.
technically-
Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales.
It's not a traditional fighting
However,
game, but
I'm
it is a
not sure if this is
fighter.
accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems. So I
Dude,
don't
just
know
take
if
the
that's what it's
title.
voted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game. Some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely.
Yeah.
Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters.
These are his children, guys.
The first Fighters Pass
He has like a
wrapped
good
up,
90 of them.
but it was decided that there would be more DLC. Which means, no breaks for me. I
Poor
plan
guy.
to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
I love how he's like, actually, we don't have the title for, you know, best-selling fighter. It's like, come on, Sakurai, don't be humble. It's okay. Okay, so where were we on the thing? Not that far back. We didn't miss that much. I think we only missed a few minutes. God dang, don't do that. I almost got it to the rewinded to the right part, dude. Alright, it was about the stage. But yeah, it was mostly just the stage, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we'll go to about there. We'll see. God dang it! God dang it, YouTube. I'm just trying to see that... Is it really not gonna let me? Is it really not? This video... What do you mean this video requires age verification? What do you mean? What do you mean? Guys, look at this. It requires age verification. Are you kidding? I literally just watched it. Whatever, man. You know what? The Wii U not gonna work with us. That's annoying. Listen, I don't play it. It's the only thing right now I have to react on, unless I use my phone. And my phone can't hook up to the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi in my room is awful. So I have to use Ethernet, which means Wii U is like the only choice I have for that. So that's why I do that. Alright, so apparently I'm not old enough to watch the Smash Direct. So If you hear sirens, you now know why. Alright, well, sorry that we can't see that, but let's have a small discussion about what we just saw. Hey Super Mario Beans. So, look, I know what we're all thinking, alright? We're thinking, there's another Fire Emblem character. Do we really need another Fire Emblem character who's a swordsman? I get it. I totally get it. But I've been saying this for a while now. People were really mad about Corrin and Robin. Alright? Mostly just Corrin, not even Robin. And the thing is, for Corrin, I hadn't played any Fire Emblem at that point. I saw a character, I said, this is a really cool character, this is a really cool moveset. I want to play as this character. And I know that it's sword user, but Corrin was very unique. Alright? And people trashed on Corrin. Now, I get it was a DLC character, but Corrin was still very unique, very cool. And then Smash Ultimate came, and there was Chrom. I saw no hate for Chrom. Chrom was like... I'm sure there was hate, but I saw no hate for Chrom. And everybody was like, yeah, Chrom! But it's like, he's literally an echo of a clone character. So for me, it's not that I don't want any more Fire Emblem or sword users. For me, it's more that I don't want any more Marth moveset characters. So yes, it is a Fire Emblem character. Yes, there's a lot of Fire Emblem characters. It could have been so many different things from Nintendo. But keep in mind, this is Nintendo. Alright? Fire Emblem got popular because of Smash. At this point, it's ingrained in Smash's history. Smash Brothers is like the father of Fire Emblem. You know? It's the record company. It's what built up the game. So they're gonna have some type of thing for Fire Emblem because of that. And it makes sense. Am I happy about it? Not necessarily. I think there was way better choices that they could have gone for, but let's think about this from a business perspective. Alright, Fire Emblem Three Houses has sold amazingly, especially for a Fire Emblem game. Even in the West, I'm pretty sure it's sold really great. And honestly, Edelgard, Claude, they probably would have gone over way better because of their different weapon classes. But, of course, Nintendo's thinking is people are going to know Byleth. They're going to see Byleth, they're going to think Three Houses. Then they're going to play as this character, think this character's really good, and go out and buy it. Here's the thing. It's worked on me. Alright? It has worked on me before. It will work on other people. Unfortunately, when you go down to the bare minimum, they're doing this from a business perspective. And all those other characters, they wanted to make sure we're hyped up. They knew more characters were coming. It makes sense. Is it a good call? Maybe not, but it makes sense in my opinion. Byleth themselves, the costumes are really cool. Alright, the Three Houses costumes. The last one I'm not really a fan of. Just because it's a good reference, but I feel like it could just be very easily confusing. If you have like all four of those characters who look like basically the exact same. But hey, Sakurai put them in, so he didn't see it as confusing, so it's whatever. But for the moveset, I realized later on, alright, so it's all of these specific inputs. It's not, hey, hit up to use this sword, and then any directional input. No, it's all of the ones that you would use for up, that's the input. But it does have like a few others, like the downward swipe input, the Fury input, all that kind of stuff, because it's the main weapon. So like up smash, up B, that's going to have for the sword. And then the other weapons are going to be based on the other inputs. I do think that Byleth is surprisingly maybe too good. Maybe a little too good. But I've said that for like almost every single character that has come out for DLC. So it's almost to be expected. You know, you do have the grapple. Byleth kind of reminds me of Link. If you take away the bombs, you know, you put the grapple back in, you add a few other weapons, kind of reminds me of Link a little bit. And probably because of the arrow, but it's a stronger bow. So there's a lot of variety, there's a lot of cool stuff in that. I think there's a lot of options, though. And that's going to be very interesting to see how they handle that with competitive play. Because there's a lot of competitive stuff that you can do. So I'm very interested to see when replays come out, what happens with that. All in all, Byleth, I really don't think the choice... It wasn't up to Sakurai, but I don't think the choice was that amazing. Because as I said, there's so many other picks. You could have probably picked a Pokemon and people would have been at least a little more hyped. But again, they're trying to promote Three Houses. At the time of doing this DLC, that's what was in beta, that's what was coming out. And they've done this before with Corrin, so is it surprising? No. It makes sense. But yeah, he did his best for what he was given. Now, the stage itself, there's not a lot of very interesting places in Three Houses. Don't get me wrong, Three Houses is a good game, but the problem with Three Houses, alright, is the fact that putting it as a Smash Brothers stage, there's nothing interesting for a Smash Brothers stage. Like, it's cool that it's a transition stage, but it's transitioning from one flat area to another flat area. And that's kind of a bummer. Now, the other question is this the last stage for Smash Brothers? Or, for the other DLC, are they going to still add stages? I think they're still going to add stages, just shrink the stage selection down a bit more. You couldn't find anything before. Wait till the rest of the DLC comes out. You definitely won't be able to find anything. But yeah, that leads us to the Mii costumes. So it seems like they're kind of just like spitting out the Mega Man Mii costumes. Every once in a while they're like, alright, here's another Mega Man Mii costume. But in a way I feel like they knew people were going to be upset and frustrated. Because then they were like, here's Cuphead. And they knew people are going to be excited about Cuphead. So people are, instead of talking about, okay, Byleth is a bad choice, Fire Emblem character, yada yada yada, they're going to be saying, that Cuphead costume? That's epic. People are probably going to be saying, why did it have to be a gunner? Because now people are going to be like, do I use Sans or Cuphead? I don't know. But it's cool, and they're adding another new music thing. Rex said, it's like making Clone Commander Cody as an echo for Rex. See, now, I haven't played Xenoblade 2, so I'm not really too sure. But yeah, it's interesting. I know for a fact people are not going to take this well. Sakurai knew it. I think even Sakurai feels there's too many short sword users and Fire Emblem characters inside of Smash. But again, he let Nintendo choose these characters. That's what Nintendo's going to choose. I am low-key hoping, though, for the next 6 DLC fighters, we do get some more Nintendo reps. I'm all for third parties. I still want Shantae. You know, sprinkle, like, make half of them third party. Alternate them. But I think it's time to add more Nintendo characters. Byleth, of course, is one of those. But, you know, 8th gen Pokemon, just don't make it a fire starter. Just don't make it a starter. Like, I want to see a Pokemon like Sirfetch'd. Like, a really wacky Pokemon that you wouldn't think should be in Smash Brothers, but they put in Smash Brothers because it could be interesting as a fighter, and it would just be really fun. You know? So I would love to see something ridiculous like that. But yeah, there's a lot that they can do. I told myself before this, I'm not going to put up my expectations. That wasn't fair to Sakurai. And, at the same time, he's proven there was no rule for this to begin with, because we saw all of this and we're like, it's going to be a full third-party fighter pass. It's not. So... But there you have it, guys. We have Byleth in Smash Brothers. I cannot wait to see the reactions for people, and I cannot wait to see just the discussions about this, cause it's gonna be interesting to see. But Byleth's coming out on the 28th, and I'm sure sometime after we're gonna have more news. But yeah, we're starting a brand new fighter pass. Nothing's known about it. There's no rules for it. And, well, except for that one Mii fighter. But, with it being a Zelda one, maybe the first character could be a Zelda character? No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, Shattuck's saying we need Decidueye. No, see, here's the thing. I've said that before. I'm like, you know, Decidueye would have been really cool. Because there's not really any, like, full-blown Archer characters, and I think they could have done something really cool with that. But because it's Gen 7, I don't think they're going to do that. If they did, though, which I'd be very surprised if they didn't, they're probably going to do... they're probably going to do somebody from Sword. They might do Scorbunny's evolution. I don't know much about it, but it would be opposite of Incineroar. A very fast, very combo type character, kind of like Sonic. Probably have more like soccer type things. So it could be an interesting character. But I don't know. Like, I'm trying not to feel disappointed, because Sakurai has put in so much work, and it's impressive how much work he has put into this. And thinking about it, sure, I didn't know a lot of the characters in the Fighter Pass. I was going to buy it anyway. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm putting $25 on it before it's even revealed. But I got Banjo. I at least got a character that I really liked, and I was like, you know, I kind of want a character that I know about to be in. And I technically know Byleth, so I guess I guess that technically counts. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Do you guys have any final thoughts before I end off the stream? I feel like I've pretty much said my piece with it. I've said everything that needs to be said. You know, that can't be the last stage. That really can't be the last stage for this, because there's a lot of stages, though. There's Stage Creator as well. So there's no need for another stage. But ending it on whatever transition stage that was, would be a little bit heartbreaking. But at least they put love in there and put the characters in there. And I'm sure I'm going to be playing it and still having fun at it anyway, because it is Smash Brothers. So there is that. Yeah. But I could pretty much see it being a Pokemon in there next time, because Sword also just came out. And it would make sense. But anyway, though, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, Make sure to hit that like button. Share this out with everybody know and love. Brother, mother, sister, father, iguana. And hopefully, I don't know what I'll do for the rest of the day. I'll see. I might try to do some Mario Maker. You never know. Just see how the day goes. But I'll probably be just watching that part on my own time and looking at people's reactions. Because, oh boy. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep your toes safe and hearts.